Hey there guys, welcome back to Game Logic, the show where we put trolls into a blender to see what makes them tick. On today's show we are going to be investigating the science behind rage quitting. Now as usual, let's start off by getting to grips with what we mean by the term rage quit. Rage quitting is the act of prematurely leaving a game or match due to frustration or obviously rage. People rage quit all the time. This has become so common in gaming that some games have measures or achievements associated with the practice. Some games might give you a penalty of some sort. In Call of Duty, for example, if you leave a match early, you lose your match bonus. While not unique to multiplayer games, chances are that if you play online games, you're well acquainted with rage quitters. These are the people who end up leaving a match mid-progress instead of waiting for the game to end. Maybe they were losing, maybe the match was annoying because they had a bad connection, maybe they're a bad sport, maybe the same person kept killing them again and again, but no matter what the reason, if they prematurely quit that game, then we have a case of rage quit. Now I have already said that rage quitting isn't confined to multiplayer games, with many single player games causing countless broken controllers across all platforms. On the whole, rage quitting is seen as an act of bad sportsmanship. It may sound quite simple, but it's not always as straightforward as being pushed to the brink of your tolerance, which can cause someone to rage quit. While quitting mid-match can be seen as rage quitting, there are a lot of different scenarios that can cause a similar reaction. Instead, one of the primary reasons why people leave matches is because of unpleasant communication between players. This can be quite a grey area, which can lead into discussions about cyberbullying, which is for a whole other video entirely, so we'll stay clear of that and focus instead on more of the other aspects. Heading into our next point, in many of our favourite games we have stats and leaderboards. A match that doesn't go in your favour is not a thing that you can hide when most games keep track of information like win-loss ratio or kill-death ratio. As a result, many people are willing to take a loss by disconnecting from the game if it means they can keep their precious statistics intact. It's just as arguably scummy of a reason, but there's technically no rage happening in this rage quit. These may all be forms of rage quitting, but they're not what we're really here to discuss. Let's instead take a look at someone in the public image, a YouTuber to be precise, one that has found quite a bit of fame from the act of rage quitting. Michael Jones. To those of you unfamiliar, Michael is from the YouTube channel Rooster Teeth, specifically Achievement Hunter, and once a week releases a video in which he rage quits to a different game. The entertainment here is based entirely on Michael's reaction to these games and how angry they make him. This, however, poses an interesting question to me. Is it normal for a person to behave in this way? And me, being the ever-researching gorilla that I am, have come up with the answer. No. Putting aside that Michael's rage quit character might just be that, a character, I believe that Michael Jones may suffer from an excessive anger or rage disorder. In particular, intermittent explosive disorder, also known as IED. IED affects as many as 7.3% of adults, which works out to roughly 11.5 to 16 million Americans. Nearly 82% of those affected by IED also have other disorders such as depression, anxiety, or alcohol and drug abuse. Anger is a feeling of displeasure or hostility, but it is a normal, healthy emotion that is a natural response to perceived threats. Anger becomes a problem only when it is not managed in a healthy way. IED is exemplified by repeated episodes of aggression and violent behaviour in which an individual reacts grossly out of proportion to the situation, both of which are clearly seen in Michael's rage quit videos. So it appears that sometimes while rage quitting can have nothing to do with rage itself, some people may have legitimate mental disorders which causes this act. So I feel as though I can't end this video without giving you a few tips to help control your anger if you are indeed one of these people. Take a time out. If you're finding something particularly hard, pausing and taking a breather to clear your mind can do the world of good and have you ready and raring to fight your next battle. Don't hold a grudge. If that one guy has been killing you over and over for the past 10 minutes, once you finally have the chance to get revenge, don't get hooked up on it. This can only lead to frustration and a never-ending cycle. Forgive and forget. Finally, if you're still having trouble even after trying those 2 steps, seek help.